Everyone, it's Eric Marasco once again on our third stop of the day, the Espresso To Go show, Proforma Distinctive Marketing.
Here at Robby Slaughter, Slaughter Development, and my company Espresso.
And we were at the, refresh my memory, where were we at again?
This is Perk Up.
Perk Up. I've not been to this place here in Broad Ripple. This is great. Got an old school espresso machine in there. No automated machine. I know my parents would be proud of that, hearing that one. My dad has a little, he and I joke a little about electronic espresso machines, or the Ferraris, if I call them, and the old school Alfa Romeos.
You know, speaking of old-fashioned, Eric, you're in the promotional product business. I'm curious, do you sell a lot of, pens, paper, notebooks, that kind of stuff?
I do sell a lot of journals, and I do sell a lot of pens. Let's tee it up here for you.
You know, it's kind of funny you would do that because you think, gosh, it's 2010, people are advanced technology, we're making a video and podcast.
Exactly.
But people still use a lot of pen and paper. Why do you think that is?
It's a great question. I think, no matter what happens with technology and things change, people still go back to the old traditional ways of doing it.
Well, I think the most important part about that is the idea of writing down your ideas.
Exactly. And I think there's a lot of different ways to do it, but the old pen and paper and just keeping a to-do list or what have you, and maybe a to-do list might be more of a productivity type question for you.
Well, it's really tremendously powerful to take your ideas from where they are in your mind and capture them on written form. Because what it does is two things. Number one, it just puts it down so you have some action on it for later.
Sure.
It also frees your mind of having to remember that thing. You ever said to yourself, oh, I got to remember to do that, and you're trying to remind yourself as you're walking to the car or going somewhere and you forget about it?
Yeah.
Well, by capturing on paper, you don't have to remember anymore. And so psychologically, it's very powerful.
Yeah, a lot of times just getting it out of your mind onto something else and getting it onto a piece of paper just unclogs your mind to worry about other things you need to focus on.
But it's not just good for to-do items, it's also good for marketing. If you're sitting down with a contact or a networking meeting or something, and they give you a piece of information, take out a pen and paper and actually write down the suggestion or idea. That makes them feel.
I think it shows that you actually are being responsible and on track in terms of what you're going to do for them, and makes you more accountable and also makes you more credible.
Yeah, and then a week or two later when you do follow up with that promised idea, that promised opportunity, then it shows that you really care about the relationship.
Well, I think also, too, when you look at it from a sales and marketing perspective and you meet with a prospect or a client, you have to have that program to keep track of that. And that to-do is that next step for yourself, I think. And writing it down is in the simplest form. We could probably talk for another 10 minutes about different technologies that are out there, or programs that can automate this process, but I think just the old traditional way.
Yeah, just capturing on pen and paper is a great way not only to psychologically make yourself feel more relieved that you know it's going to be done, but also help build that trust with your relationships as you provide your marketing, as you start your sales process, as you connect with customers.
Sure. Well, hey, what do you think of the espresso so far?
This actually is a pretty good espresso. I think that this machine, or this operator, did a better job with the humidity today. I think
he's joking with the humidity out here, but definitely humidity makes a difference, and I think the barista behind the machine is important.
Oh, absolutely.
It's an art, really.
Yeah, it's not just technology.
The technology, I do like hitting the button and doing it quickly, but I think when you learn the art of being a barista, it does make a difference. So this is a good espresso. Come out here to Broad Ripple and check this place out. I highly recommend it.
Yep,
and so our next stop, we're gonna do one more stop, I think. One more stop on the road. We'll see how it takes us, and it's almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna maybe I'll have another cappuccino. So Eric Marasco, Proforma Distinctive Marketing.
Robby Slaughter, Slaughter Development.
You may get a great one. We'll see you in a little bit.